little while now I've been playing Man of Medan. It's the first installment of the Dark Pictures Anthology series. I have about 15 hours in it. That's over 3 playthroughs. I haven't quite finished the third one yet. I have a good bit to say about the game. My overall opinion is that it's a great game, but that's not much of a critique to just tell you it's a great game. I'll start with some cons. So cons for this game, some of the voice acting seems a little shoddy. Main protagonist during the beginning, he seems like it's kind of forced. Some of the controls when you're navigating the world seem a little bit difficult, and kind of get lost when you're doing things. It's not really an option to change some of the QTE events, which is fine. It makes the game a little bit more hard, more immersive. There's one particular type where you have to match wavelengths. I really couldn't figure that out one for the first few times, but luckily it was the beginning, so they're not going to kill you right off the bat. But your whole goal of this game is just survival, great stories. Some of the cons, the storyline of this game is just great. There's some, other than the bad voice acting, there's some great voice actors. There's some of the, going back to a con, some of the, I guess, storytelling is a little iffy. You have to read a lot to really understand some of it. And for some of the, I guess, dialogue, not necessarily the voice acting is kind of shoddy. Going back to pros though, there's some familiar faces like Shawn Ashmore, as you can see on the screen now. And they really give you the option to kind of choose which way you want to go through the path, let you leave some mystery of what's going to happen. Playing a few things, I found out there's small things that don't really affect it, and that doesn't bother me at all. I actually like the fact that you can make a mistake and it not really affect the gameplay except for aesthetically. I had some fun just figuring out what was going on. The story is really vague, but it was like a mystery unraveling right before my eyes, and the just learning everything of it was intriguing. I also love that there's like multiple outcomes that could happen from the same thing. Um, like one little slip and you don't have that person anymore. I've tried to get everyone to live. I've even botched some of the QTEs on purpose just to get everyone dead, but I still ended up with 2 people alive on my second playthrough. Um, and some of these things, they just unravel in front of you. You think it's all crazy, and in the game it'll actually tell you nothing is what it appears, and that is a great way of describing this game. The narrator is fantastic too. He's kind of eerie, but he gives you a good feel of what the game's going to be like, what you're going to expect, and sometimes he kind of like directs what's going to happen and lets you know beforehand. But overall, in my opinion, I think it would be a 7 out of 10, but it's still a good game that worth playing.